Hey guys, Luke C here with TFBTV Showtime. Welcome back to GunCon 2026. I am here with the legendary Stuff and Things Inc. guys. I am here with Ian, and we're talking about the new Groza and, of course, the new 5.7 you guys are working on.
Correct.
Ian, what's going on with these two guns? Like the Groza you guys have been working on for a little while, right?
Yeah, so the Groza, I think we originally did the pre-order back in January. They're shipping now. We've already shipped several hundred of them. They've been doing great for us so far. We're in talks with PSA to possibly do another OEM like they do with the STINC, so we hope that goes through, but they're great little kits on a 300 blackout. We were shooting that full auto all day yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was super fun.
It was running great. It was rocking people pretty hard.
Yeah.
But man, those things suppressed with subs it's so buttery smooth. I just love it. So.
Now, for those who don't know already, like, what's the roadmap to getting a Groza? Because, like, obviously you can't just, like, go out and, like, buy a real Groza. You kind of have to work on, well, me and you, maybe not,
No.
but someone can.
Yeah, so there was no way in the States to get one, so that was part of the reason we made it. Plus, it's so awesome of a gun. So
Looks cool.
you go out and you get yourself a PSA Krink in any caliber you want. The kits work with all of them. Then you buy a kit from us. You watch our silly YouTube video on how to install it, and you got yourself a Groza.
So I know James would typically ask it, but like he's a kind of like a brainlet when it comes to like assembling things. How difficult is it to put one of these together? Because AKs like historically are hard to manufacture, like stamping and getting all the dimensions right.
Correct. So I would say it's a little bit harder than maybe installing like a lower grip on an AK. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so not insurmountable in terms of difficulty.
Not yeah. Some AK stuff is, but this
Yeah.
one is pretty easy to install. You don't have to do anything irreversible to your gun. Like you can keep it all. You can go right back to your original Krink setup. You don't have to like.
So you're
do
not
that.
permanently damaging.
Correct.
Your
You're not
okay.
permanently changing the gun. You don't have to. We did with this one. We cut the rear sight off. We cut the trigger guard off to make it exactly like the originals. But you don't have to do that. So.
Okay, and then I see you have like what is it looks like just a shroud, a barrel shroud on here.
Correct.
When you suppress it, what's the thread pitch?
Oh, what is it? Like 16 by 1.
So this is an actual like you have an odd thread pitch.
Oh yeah.
Is left hand.
Yeah. The weird. It's the weird Krink threads, whatever they are. I think they're like 16 by 1 or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've been talking all day. But anyway, so we sell those barrel extensions as well, and they'll have the pick rail on them, so you can put any foregrip you want to on there. We might be selling a more original style foregrip that gets rid of the pick rail and just mounts straight to the screws that are in the bottom of that. So, and we're also looking in ways to make it so you can put a vertical foregrip on it with a suppressor as well. So we're looking into options for that. So.
But about how much for the kit?
So the full kit I believe is $475, and then the one without the stock I think is $435 or $440, something like that.
So out the door with a couple magazines and maybe an optic, you're looking at like $1,300 for the whole deal.
Closer to $1,500.
$1,500.
The gun itself is $1,000 or $1,100, something like that. So yeah. So right out the door, I think you're around $1,500.
Okay, cool. And that's the Groza. Now you guys have a new thing. You guys, obviously, if you've been watching TFBTV Showtime and you've been watching GunCon, you know STINC, as I like to call them, are always coming up with something new, some new bullshit.
We get bored quick, so we always come up with
You
new
have like
bullshit.
you have gun ADD, like
yeah,
really.
100%. So this is our new 5.7.9 that we're working with Chestnut Mountain Machine that's right next to us today.
Yep.
We're just kind of making like the MP7 sort of the future, but it's more than that in that it's a modular new grip and receiver that take your mags through the grip now instead of how your standard stuff sets up, but it'll fit any AR upper on it. So any little 2-pin AR upper, as long as you have a mag to match, it will run any of it. So obviously, you get into 5.56, you'd have a massive grip on there. So probably not 5.56, but the pistol caliber is 9 mil. That's what we call the 5.7.9. So 5.7, 9 millimeter. And we also have a Bore Buddy 22 upper over there that kind of looks like a micro Uzi, really cool stuff.
So like 45, 10 millimeter also viable?
Absolutely, yeah. So the receiver is a separate part from this grip. So you'll only have to buy one receiver, and then you'll just swap different grips on here depending on if you go 9 or 22 or 5.7. So.
And that's a CMMG upper that you have on right there right now?
CMMG Descent. So this is the most buttery smooth 5.7 I'm in existence right now. I swear to it's mostly the upper. I'm going to be honest. It's not our grip.
At least you're honest about it, right?
Oh my God, this thing is a joy to shoot.
Well, you guys, that's kind of like your jam. You guys take existing guns and you make them into ones that people would otherwise not be able to get. It's like a conversion service, basically.
Yeah, basically.
For unobtainium guns.
We make stuff that we want, and we hope people want to buy it.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
And then speaking of that, how much is the kit for the 5.7.9?
We don't have a price on this yet. It is so early. This is the first we've even showed it off. So
yeah. So
we keep our stuff affordable.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Like even the magazine, I know it's like kind of like the silver color here. That's not going to be the final version.
Correct.
Of it.
That will not be the final version of the magazine, but we are developing a straight mag for 5.7.
Okay.
So it'll be the only straight mag 5.7 on the market that I know of. I can't think of any other. I mean, a P50 or a P90 mag is technically straight, but they also feed a different way. So
yeah, the little like the spiral slide down to
so
down to the feeding area.
We really wanted like the Uzi style, so we developed our own magazine, but we're trudging through developing our own mag right now, but it will be steel mag.
Okay. And then if you can, I know it's difficult given that it's a prototype, but what's the rough timeline that you guys are aiming for?
I'm hoping to have like production, at least samples, maybe not like full run production by SHOT Show 27. So.
Okay, well guys,
Work fast.
Stay tuned for more from TFBTV and TFBTV Showtime at SHOT Show 2027 for more from Stuff and Things Inc. So Ian, thank you so much for being on the channel, for showing us the Groza and of course the 579. Stay tuned for more from TFBTV and TFBTV Showtime here at GunCon 2026.